Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be illustrating my campsite from Animal Crossing. I just play Pocket Camp because I don't have a console for any of the other games, but yeah, this idea came to me just because I was spending so much time decorating my campsite and my cabin and all of that, and I just thought it was so cute, and honestly, I am just looking for an excuse to show it off to anybody at this point. But I also don't have a lot of practice with like landscapes and creating environments yet, so I thought it would be a perfect chance to practice isometric rooms, which is something that I don't do very often, if at all, really. So yeah, I thought that this was like the perfect chance to practice that. And if you guys want to draw yours too, I think that would be like super cool. Tag me in it because I'd love to see it. But yeah, anyway, I just drew my main campsite and I thought it would be fun to draw my character as well. But as you probably saw, I made my cabin and camper all cute too. I might do videos of those as well in the future if you guys want. But yeah, let's get into what I'm drawing. And yeah, I'm sorry if I sound a little sick. It's because I am. But I'm gonna try not to like sound so gross in this recording. But anyway, you could probably see that like most of my furniture is stuff that is either like from events or the marketplace or even like fortune cookies, just because I like see that they do kind of really save the cutest stuff for like either when you get to higher levels or for the events. And the marketplace and like fortune cookies, I think they like save some of that stuff. But yeah, I get most of my stuff from there just because it's like super cute and they give me some of my favorite stuff. Especially this one event that was going on recently. They had a bunch of like knit things and I just kind of like went crazy trying to get all of them. And yeah, it like gave me most of my like pillows and all of that stuff, like that knitted sofa that I have and all of that. I just think it's like super cute. A lot of it is in my cabin though, but yeah, some of it is in the campsite too, and I just think it's super cute because I got a ton of them. But some of the other favorite things that I got from the market box or like fortune cookies was the astronomer books. It's all those books like spread out on the floor by the bookcase. And the incense burner is one of my absolute favorite things. And like all of those cute foods, like the sushi, I think were also from those too. So yeah, those are all super cute. Like event things, I also got like little mochi treats. I think those are in my camper though. But yeah, all of the super cute stuff is usually from those. A lot of it I did probably craft a lot of it too, just to, you have to craft a lot of stuff just to get villagers to come to your site, so there's a lot of stuff that I saved from that as well. Some of the things that I know I crafted that I really like are those gold flower cushions. I really love those. And like all of the mushroom things. When I got to the level that unlocked all of the mushroom shaped stuff, I bought like literally all of them. And the little pond thing is supposed to be like a bath, but the villagers don't really go into it, so it's kind of like useless. But I mean, come on, it's like super cute. So really like that. It is one of my favorite parts of like the little backyard area. So yeah, like I said, I'm not that great with like environments yet, so there were things that I changed. Like the layout is obviously different than it is with the game. I had to add these like little bridges, which are pretty cute. I don't think that they like ruined anything, but I feel like it does look a little bit awkward, and it's just like it was really just me getting used to the isometric room like format. And it was weird like picturing all of these things in like these little boxes to get their like shape, but I obviously see that it adds like a lot of dimension to objects rather than just drawing little things like 2D. It was just weird like seeing when I was doing the sketches, the like just flat land being like either a giant rectangle and just having all of this stuff in it, or like a weirdly shaped, like just random shape floating in the air. I don't know. I opted for the bridges just because it looked the cutest and like the most organized in this perspective. I ended up changing or like completely leaving out some things like the fences because I don't know, like I tried it in the sketch and it just wasn't looking right perspective wise, especially the folding one. So yeah, I left it out because it's definitely something I need to keep in mind to practice. But other than that, the only thing I really like changed was I left the bird out of the cage. And this is gonna sound a little like stupid, but I think it's like super cute, and I just find it so funny that in the game the bird is just like stuck there. Like you don't feed it, you don't really do anything with it, you don't play with it. There's not really like a feature that makes the villagers like go and say hi to it or anything. It reminds me of those memes of the Mickey Mouse universe where there's like Goofy, who's a talking dog with like a family and all of this stuff, but then there's Pluto, who's a pet dog. So it's kind of like, what? Like what are the qualifications? So it's just kind of the same thing where there are like bird villagers, but then for some reason this bird is trapped in the cage. So yeah, I left him out. I gave him a little freedom, but also it was again just the perspective was kind of weird, and I didn't really know how to like cram him in there without it like being weird, without it just looking like a little off. So I kept him out either way. But I of course kept the cage. It's for aesthetic purposes, obviously. So yeah, guys, overall I think it's obviously different than how it looks in Animal Crossing, but most of the changes were to keep it more like stylized and look like something I drew. So here's my campsite all illustrated after adding some last minute details like the little grass blades and all of that. Like I said, I thought it would be fun to also draw my character because I really love her outfit, and I actually have another outfit I'd love to draw her in too, so let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. But this one is definitely my favorite. I love the mask and the halo. I just think that like together it makes such like a little like soft girl anime-ish like character vibe. I don't know. And again, I just wanted to show her off, and after seeing my campsite illustrated, I honestly just couldn't help myself. I needed to see her like in my style, and yeah. Again, most of the stuff was from the marketplace, but I think you could craft it too. It just wasn't like at the level that I was at yet, so a lot of the stuff I did just end up like buying as it was. Like whenever there are clothing fortune cookies, I always snatch them up because they always have the cutest stuff in there all the time, honestly. So yeah, I always buy them whenever they're in stock. And yeah, I always like make sure to buy both the fortune cookies and stuff in the marketplace, just because I think it's super cute that they allow you to dress up the villagers now. So I just collect all the cute clothes because at some point I'm gonna use it for someone, and yeah, it just makes everything so much cuter when it's all customized to exactly what you like. And yeah, I just buy things and like I'll give them to animals that their like colors of their character coordinates better with than like what they're already wearing. I don't know, Virgo rising things, lol. But yeah. I love drawing fan art for things, like especially things with like just solid character designs, because it helps me learn a lot about details and like which ones really help build a character. Like I feel like my style is so simple, but one time I did fan art for Nessa from Pokemon, and she just has like so many tiny little details, even though Pokemon still has a cartoonish style. And I'd love to just have that type of character design where there's like a lot of details and they're like cool and complex and all of that, but they don't look like they're like weighing down the character at all. Like they all have a point to them, they all look like necessary to the design, and I just think that this character is really close to that, at least. You could probably see that the last part of this is pretty much me just fixing the butterflies because I was trying to add details to them, and I was just like, girl, your style is simple, but this is just pathetic.
Oh my god, no, pathetic.
So yeah, I redid them, and just once again it reiterated just all the stuff that I was saying. Like, I gotta stop holding back on little details, because I feel like I could easily make my art boring just like out of fear of going overboard, or like I'm really scared of like making things less cohesive. But yeah, like details still make things like it adds to the design, so there's nothing wrong with them. But I think these butterflies are pretty good proof that like the extra effort of like trial and error and like just, you know, giving the details a chance, like it's always gonna be worth it. And yeah, they just look so much cuter just objectively than these little like blobs in the air. But yeah, here's my finished character. I hope you guys liked this video, and let me know if you want to see anything similar, maybe with like different games, or like I said, with just like different parts of my Animal Crossing. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!